This past Sunday, we began a new sermon series called Living Values That Matter. In this series, we'll look at the church's core values, but also think about what our own values are. And the first value that we looked at was living in concert and not competition. We live in a world that bombards us continually with the idea that we need to grab what we want and grab it now or we won't get it. We think of our needs as most important, and that idea can lead us to viewing other people as competitors. We compete for limited time, for limited praise, and fame, or resources. And that idea of working together instead of being in competition, thought of an illustration that from a pastor friend from years ago that we talked about in the sermon of being crew members on an icebreaker instead of passengers on a cruise ship. Do we have to work together and think about others' needs? And I got to thinking about this week what I'd read in Donald Miller's book, Blue Like Jazz. There he talks about a roommate that he had that people just loved to be around, and this roommate would always just go around through his life saying, "You're more important than me." If he got mad at somebody pulling out in traffic or waiting in line in a grocery store, just getting angry over little things that his roommate might do, you could hear him saying, "You're more important than me. You're more important than me." That's something I've tried to do since I read that, and I often don't do it very well, and I need to be reminded. So that's really what we hope to do this week through this week's devotions. I want to help you think about the fact that we are on a mission together and that we all have a part to play. It takes all of us working together and thinking about putting other people's needs above our own. It takes a lot of work, but it can make a tremendous difference.